Ladies and gentlemen, the seminar Community Tourism Startup organized recently by the Tay Ninh Department of Culture, Sports and Tourism, the Tay Ninh Center for Tourist Information and Promotion, and TBA Training Center has attracted the attention of many businesses and representatives of the Department of Agriculture and Rural Development, the State Bank of Vietnam Tay Ninh Branch, and Tay Ninh Bank for Social Policies.
Delegates participating in the seminar frankly exchanged and discussed around the topic of community tourism startups, such as tourism startups on the basis of promoting and preserving the indigenous values of Tay Ninh people, connecting state management agencies, tourism enterprises and households participating in community tourism, and tourism startup in new trends and contexts. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the seminar was held online. It's also connected with businesses with experience in developing community tourism in Hòa Bình Province. Speaker Nguyễn Văn Mỹ, lecturer of the Faculty of Tourism of Nguyễn Tất Thành University, director of Vietnam Community Tourism Trade Consulting Service Company, said that when talking about community tourism, it's actually referring to rural and agriculture. Tay Ninh has too many strengths in difficult conditions due to the pandemic that Tay Ninh Province organized a seminar as returning to the new normal, showing the agility of state management agencies and sectors. The business eagerness to participate is persisting. Community tourism is currently a new trend, a kind of tourism in which the local community is involved in the supply chain and management of tourism. This kind of tourism is developed on the basis of the community's culture, managed, exploited, and benefited by the community. The participants in the seminar had a lively discussion. One delegate suggested that it's necessary to strengthen the connection of service providers, such as accommodation, restaurants, transportation, tourist attractions, together into a typical tourist tour of the Ninh Province. This can help reduce the cost of new investments, facilitating the use of existing local human resources. TBA Training Center said, together with the startup of community tourism, the center will contribute to training and fostering culinary staff, tour guides, etc. According to many delegates, those who are intending to start up are also interested in investment capital. In accordance with a representative of the Tay Ninh Department of Agriculture and Rural Development, the province has many recognized local products. The story and origin of each product grab villages in rural areas with specific products of the Tay Ninh Province can develop into tourism products associated with a series of community tourism activities. This is a local advantage. If doing community tourism, I think the state management units should connect all that we have without new investment. Because farmers have already invested themselves, we only invest in knowledge and management for them. It's also an investment. We invest in such a way that those gardeners accept to connect with us. Then we have a lot of tourism products. But in fact, Tay Ninh is doing community tourism based on a small source of visitors from websites and social networking sites of spontaneous individuals. It's necessary to have a connection for stronger and more sustainable development. We must have a common problem. The problem is that we have to consider developing community tourism is doing business. The first thing is to change the thinking about tourism, change the way of thinking about tourism from managers to each local people, even startup founders. Don't think that tourism needs to have a lot of money. Travel is what we have to fight. We should only invest money moderately, invest what other places don't have, and what tourists need. Mr. Trần Quốc Thịnh, director of Tay Ninh Center for Tourism Information and Promotion, said that community tourism development has been included in the plan and submitted to the Provincial People's Committee for approval. Tay Ninh currently has homestay and farmstay models that operate quite effectively. national intangible cultural heritage and traditional craft villages are the basis for investment in building community tourism. Tay Ninh is also applying a general policy for investors according to the government's regulations. But the province will also have incentive when businesses invest in the province tourism sector.